Hi, it's Anthony from Soundbase Megastore.com, here today with Rob from Pioneer DJ to look at the new Pioneer DDJ-RZ. So Rob, what's new?
Yeah, alright mate, so yeah, really cool products we've announced, and this is the latest addition to our controller range. This is our DDJ-RZ. We've also announced the DDJ-RX with it as well, so two controllers of different calibers at different levels in the marketplace. What's really exciting about these is that they're working and designed to natively control Rekordbox DJ, which is on the laptop there and on the screen up here. So it's kind of two new products in one, really, two announcements. Rekordbox as it stands has been established itself as an industry standard tool for professional DJs when they're playing out to export their tunes to USBs and play out directly on the hardware, but with all the functionality of a laptop, with all the quantized looping, moving waveforms, all the software features without the laptop there. From next month, from October, when Rekordbox 4 is launched, we're going to have the ability to buy expansion packs inside the software. So the first one of them, if I scan up to the top up here, is the performance pack. So users are going to be able to have a 30-day free trial of the performance pack. They're also going to be able to have a monthly subscription for this for around about £7.50 a month, or they can do a one-off payment of £99 and you've got the performance pack installed inside Rekordbox. So you can still use it the exact same way as before, but then all you got to do is switch into performance mode and you're going to see this screen. Now the new software version 4 is split screen compatible. So that's the reason we're seeing our browser on here, so all our tracks, and then our performance view up here. If we were just using one screen, you'd have the browser underneath this, just like many other virtual DJing pieces of software. But you can see it's kind of inherited some traits of other bits of software. It still looks very similar to Rekordbox. We've got 4 virtual decks, as opposed to just one scrolling waveform in the original software. And then our waveforms up at the top. We've also got a sampler down at the bottom here, which is kind of an exclusive feature in Rekordbox 4 that integrates perfectly with this controller down here. We've also got, before I scan down and go onto the controller and show you the features, we've got software effects built in. So it's really exciting now because our software effects have been designed to completely replicate DJM effects. Now if I scan up and actually get the effects button up, you can see we've got spiral, reverb, echo, trans, filter, flanger, all of the DJM series effects, but with some additional ones as well. We've got multi-tap delay, up echo, down echo, pan. So all of our software effects have been designed to sound the same and work the same way as DJM series mixers. So really intuitive, high quality sounding effects, and pretty much better than any software effect I've ever used. Now, these can be used directly from the hardware, as you'd expect. I'll jump down onto this now and kind of talk you through a bit more of this. You've got, as you'd expect, it's a 4-channel MIDI controller. So we've got a 4-channel mixer. P-lock fader caps, just like the DJM series, really robust and sturdy. You've got a Magvel fader, so Pioneer exclusive contactless magnetic crossfader with tension adjust. So wicked for scratch DJs. And then you've also got sound color effects over here. So it's inherited from the DJM series mixers again. And a missing pot, that's really good. Demo, someone's nicked that. Then we've got oscillator effects over here. Now anyone that's ever used the DDJ-RZ will be familiar with these oscillator effects. These work in a way that you can trigger oscillators and trigger samples and then manipulate them using the volume control and the parameter control here. On the SZ, they were locked into the hardware, you couldn't change them. However now, on the RZ, you can either trigger the ones that are internal, or you can jump to USB-A or USB-B, meaning sound card A or sound card B. So we got 2 sound cards built into the hardware, so you can have 2 Rekordbox libraries loaded up. And inside the Rekordbox software, you can change these samples as well. So you can load up your name, your own jingle, your own snippets of audio, anything that you cut up inside any audio software or anything that you cut up inside Rekordbox can also be used in these, which is really cool, really useful feature. We've also got control over, what else have we got? CDJ style platters. So if we focus on the CDJ style sections, we've got full-sized CDJ style conductive platters on here. So the exact same size as the CDJs with jog feeling adjust, so we can turn this down for scratching, increase the weight if you like it a bit more sturdy for mixing, or kind of mediocre. Very similar to the CDJs now, except it's a hybrid. You've got 4-deck control, so we can obviously control platter 2 or platter 4 in this virtual DJing software, in Rekordbox software. But it is a hybrid, so you kind of got the best of both worlds. The size of a CDJ with the functionality of software here. So we got the 16 performance pads, 4 on deck B, 4 on deck A, and they work in 4 different ways. Well, actually 8 different ways. You've got hot cues, which can be quantized or unquantized, allowing us to jump through different areas of the track. You've got effects pad 1, which I'll come back to. You've got slicer, which enables you, if you scroll up to the software now, you can kind of see when I'm in slicer mode, the waveforms split up into sections of audio, and it's numbered, and it allows you to trigger different sections of that audio depending which pad you're pushing. Now, one of the features that I most like about this is the ability to capture these slices and incorporate them into the sampler. Now, this is amazing. I've not seen this on anything Pioneer yet, so it's kind of new. But all you got to do is when you're in slicer mode, hold down Shift and then press Capture, which is over here. As soon as you press Capture, the slices are grabbed, and I'm going to switch to sampler mode now, and I've got 8 samples. If you look up at the software, you got the samples incorporated in there, and you can also record these as well. You can record sequences of them. If you hit overdub and make sure the dedicated sample channel on the mixer is synced so they'll be in time, you can actually record a sequence of hot cues in time with your tracks. Not hot cues, a sequence of samplers. So really powerful, man, really useful, really creative. If you slice vocal tracks or vocal even acapellas and incorporate them into this, you can do some really cool stuff that you could never do before. I said I'd come back to pad effects 1. When you're in this mode, these are enabling you to control the software effects that you'd otherwise control up here. So the DJM style effects that are now inside Rekordbox that you control using Effects Bank 2 and Effects Bank 1 on the far left, you've got intuitive control over them on here. And what I really like about the effects now is you can change the mode. So if I use 2 hands here and switch to kind of more of an advanced mode, you can see on the effects, on the delay, I've got much more control over the delay. And if I jump to a spiral effect, if I jump to the spiral, just because it's my favourite one on there, you can see I've got dry to wet up on the software. You can see I've also got feedback control, so I can manipulate the feedback separately. I can control the pitch, so you can start to pitch down the delays. And you've also got high pass filter and low pass filter. So it's really massive control that you don't even get that much control on DJ and mixers. It's very powerful. But then of course the compromise is you're playing off of the laptop. So that's why we're able to put this much power into the effects. This is going to be available as of next month. That's going to be available in October, followed closely by the RZ and the RX in November. Standalone mixer, two sound cards. You can put phono inputs into here, you can put CDJs into here, line inputs, and the sound quality is also really good on this unit particularly because you've got a Wolfson DAC, Wolfson Digital Audio Converter. So the same as the CDJ 2000s. But get yourselves down to Soundbase store in Manchester, and next month you'll be able to test it out. Sweet.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much for that, Rob. More details can be found on our website, soundbasemegastore.com. Thank you.